what is the value of decentralization? Because there is one possible scenario, which is that we lose decentralization with restaking, but it doesn't actually matter. And maybe decentralization is only a bootstrapping mechanism to gain credible neutrality. Then maybe we only need decentralization for the memes. Because
Valkyrie files for Bitcoin spot ETF. BlackRock says Bitcoin is digital gold. IronFish releases version 1.5.0. Ethereum developer states decentralization is no longer needed. Bitcoin Cash is more profitable than Bitcoin to mine. And boy, what a crazy day it is in the markets. Welcome to yet another episode of Blocks, where I cover the latest cryptocurrency news as quickly as possible from the perspective of a cryptocurrency miner. Let's get into it. It is reported that Valkyrie, a crypto asset manager, has filed for a spot Bitcoin ETF, which is short for Exchange Traded Fund, and has listed Coinbase as a surveillance sharing agreement, SSA for short. The inclusion of Coinbase is aimed at addressing concerns raised by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC for short, regarding potential market manipulation. The article highlights that the filing of spot Bitcoin ETFs has been increasing since BlackRock and Fidelity, two major asset management firms, entered the race earlier this month. Both BlackRock and Fidelity also included Coinbase in their SSA proposals to address SEC concerns. Valkyrie's filing is seen as another attempt to enter the Bitcoin ETF market, but ultimately the approval of such ETFs depends on the decisions made by the SEC. So far, the regulatory agency has not approved the creation of a spot Bitcoin ETF. The article concludes by noting the outcome will be determined in due time with the flurry of applications that have been submitted recently. The CEO of BlackRock made bullish remarks about Bitcoin and its potential benefits. Fink's comments came as BlackRock applied to list a spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund, once again ETF for short, in the United States. During an interview on Fox Business, Fink stated that cryptocurrency's role is like, quote, digitizing gold, end quote, and suggested that a Bitcoin ETF directly linked to the cryptocurrency could democratize finance. He emphasized that Bitcoin is an international asset not tied to any specific currency and can serve as an alternative investment. Fink further suggested that investors could turn to Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation or the devaluation of certain currencies. Given BlackRock's position as the largest asset management firm with over $9 trillion US in assets under management, Fink's pro-crypto sentiment could have a significant impact on the space. The article notes that many crypto users reacted positively to Fink's remarks, with some speculating that his words could cause certain asset prices to surge, referring to it as the, quote, Fink pump, end quote. At the time of publication, the price of Bitcoin was $30,473, experiencing a slight drop-off of around 1% in the past 24 hours. Under Fink's leadership, BlackRock has attempted to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF, partnering with cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase for surveillance purposes. However, it remains uncertain whether the Securities and Exchange Commission will approve this investment vehicle, as they have rejected all previously filed spot Bitcoin ETF applications. Moving on, the release of IronFish version 1.5.0 brings notable changes that improve performance in transactions creation and verification. The update includes a transition to the BLSTRS library, resulting in a significant increase in efficiency. Some of the specific changes in this release include updates to the pool miner log message, fixes to the usage of OCLIF table sort flag, error message improvements, performance testing enhancements, the addition of new command line interface commands, handling of errors in job assignments, changes to wallet functionality, telemetry enhancements, and various bug fixes and optimizations. The release also introduces the Assets Verifier system, allowing for asset verification and customization of verification settings. Additionally, there are improvements in logging, configuration options, and monitoring. Overall, version 1.5.0 of IronFish focuses on enhancing performance, improving functionality, and introducing new features for a better user experience. Now, this is going viral around the internet. Ethereum Foundation's Justin Drake said in a recent call discussing restaking alignment that, quote, "A possible scenario is that we lose decentralization with restaking, but it doesn't actually matter." He went on to say that maybe decentralization is only a bootstrapping mechanism to gain credible neutrality. And finally, we only need decentralization for the memes. Leave it to Ethereum to have this perspective. While this was part of a broader conversation and highlighted on the Bankless podcast, it demonstrates the aloofness the Ethereum Foundation has towards the principles of cryptocurrency. This most definitely triggers Bitcoin maximalists. Finally, Bitcoin Cash has experienced a significant increase, making it more profitable for SHA-256 ASIC miners compared to Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash saw a rise over 10% in its price following its listing on the EDX markets. This surge presents a lucrative opportunity for miners utilizing SHA-256 ASIC hardware. Meanwhile, Bitcoin reached a new 13-month high above $31,500 before a slight pullback. The profitability shift may attract miners to focus their resources on mining Bitcoin Cash due to its current advantageous position. Of course, this means that you want to keep in the loop over at miningpoolstats.stream and keep an eye on the difficulty increase compared to, of course, the price increase, and make sure you're playing your cards correctly when mining. Thanks everybody for watching. Be sure to hit the like, comment, subscribe, and notification bells down below so you don't miss another episode of Blocks, where I cover cryptocurrency news as quickly as possible from the perspective of a cryptocurrency miner. Please check out my cryptocurrency e-course over at sonofatech.com, as well as for my daily moves, check out sonofatech.locals.com for special insights on members and supporters only over there. I will see you next Tuesday.